Good morning. So one of the things of Korach is, as usual, the name of the parsha goes on the whole parsha. So Korach, it says, Ayikach Korach, that he wanted to separate. That's the Targum. Targum, the explanation of Targum Onkelos says it's the Ispalag. You want to separate. So in general, Judaism holds that godliness is in the world. There's no separation. You see this by Avram Avinu. Avram Avinu said, Kel Olam, that God is the world. He did not say Kel Ha'olam, God is the God of the world. He said Kel Olam. They draw down godliness into the world. The only thing is, they had something blocking, and that was the decree, that nothing can come down or go up. Everything stayed where it was. Matan Torah, everything came connected. So that is Vispala Korach. He wanted to separate spirituality from physicality. Physicality could be physicality. Spirituality should be spirituality. The same way it was before Matan Torah. What's wrong with the physical world? What's wrong with the physical world? We can do whatever we want. We can enjoy life. So I want to be a Kohen. I can be a Kohen. The way I am in my physicality. We don't need to be spiritual to be a Kohen. And the same thing is a talis, which is all blue. We don't need tzitzis. We don't need anything. We can stay in the physical world. And that's why Yaakov did not want to get involved with it. Because Yaakov is Torah. And Torah says to have an effect on the world. So Yaakov wanted that there should be such a great revelation in the world that you won't even see Korach. There'll be such a great revelation in the world that there wouldn't be no place for Korach to do an Aveda. The whole reason why Korach was able to do it, because in every world there's tzimtzum v'helem. There's a tzimtzum and helem. There's a concealment of godliness. And since there's a concealment of godliness, Korach could have figured out this thing, that he wants to get kahuna. So he saw the future, when there's no concealment. He saw that in time of Mashiach, that in time of Mashiach, the Levim will be Kehanim. So he thought he could do the same thing. But while there's a Helem, they cannot be like that. And that's why Yaakov did not want to deal with him. But later on, when the grandchildren of Korach went on the duchening by the Mizbeach, that's when he was mentioned. And that's the reason why he's called Korach himself. Because he made it Korach, that he completely took away the tzimtzum. He said we can have godliness without anything. And that's what we demand now. We don't involve ourselves with Korach. He might have had great desires, but Korach is separation. And just like by the second day of creation, it was not said Ki Tov, because the lower waters were separated from the above waters. Anything of machlokes, separation, Yaakov did not want. And like we see by Yaakov Avinu, when he wanted to know the greatness of his kids, they said, Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. And Yaakov Avinu answered, Baruch Shem Kved Malchus Elohim Ved. When he saw that the Hashem Elokeinu is Echad in the world by the kids, Kishem She'em B'libeinu Ela Echad, he realized that his family is complete. But once you separate godliness from the world, that is a no-no. And the same idea is as follows. By the Rebbe Melech HaMashiach Shlita, there's no separation. Just like by Yaakov Avinu there's no separation, so too by anything of Kedusha there's no separation. By Tefillin you cannot separate the Gashmias, the physicality, and the Ruchnias, spirituality. And that goes by any mitzvah. We cannot say that there's a separation. Therefore, there's no separation by any Nasi Ador. Because separation does not have any place in Ruchnius. Like we see by the Sfiros, Olam HaToyu, the world of Toyu, there was separation. And therefore Chesed was strong, Gevurah is strong, Tiferes is strong. All the spheres are so powerful they did not have any place to connect, to unify. The spheres of Atzilus is unified. And that is Kedusha. So Be'ez Hashem, by bringing unity in our lives, especially after Matan Torah, so there's really no place for any bad. And that's what it says, that if your mind is filled with Torah, your mind is filled with doing mitzvahs, there's no place for bad. So let's keep God into our existence, bring God in our existence, and by learning Torah, Pnimius HaTorah, which we know the inner parts of Torah, the esoteric parts of Torah, bring godliness into the world, that is a complete preparation. That when we go today, we'll go straight to the Gula Amitis Vashlema, to the complete redemption, by being unified, not by separation, by connecting God with everything in the world, because there's no separation between God and the world. And then we will come to the time that Levi will be Kohanim, and the Kohanim will go to a much higher level, which the only thing is that we have to be unified. Kohanim, Leviim, Yisraelim unified. And that's how we go to the time when there will be no separation in the world. There will be no darkness in the world. There will be only godliness to the fullest extent. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach, forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach, forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach, forever and ever.